Hey guys, it is me again. Today is Saturday, June the 1st. Makes it day 152 on our Daily Bread Project 2013. Guys, I've got to try to make this, excuse me, quick tonight because it's Saturday night. I've got a lot to do. I've got to finish my sermon. I've got to get cleaned up. I've got to shave. And I don't feel I don't really feel that bad. It's just, I don't know. I've got a chest cold or head cold or something. It's just, I went motorcycle riding there. I don't know. It's been about a week ago, I guess now. One evening it was kind of cool, and I don't know if that's did it or what. You can probably tell. And my girlfriend last night on the phone said I sounded like I was getting sick. I don't hear it, but you guys might. It may sound different, but anyway, I just dealing with that, and like I said, I've got a lot to do, so I'm not going to be able to jibber jabber too much tonight. I'm sorry for not being here last night, guys. Well, last night, of course, I didn't think of that just now, me talking about me not feeling the best in the world. I had diarrhea all night last night, guys. And I mean, that may be, as some people say, too much information. Uh, you know, we all do it. That's something that we all, that's something that afflicts all of us. I guess as long as you're not, talking about it in a bad way, it's nothing bad. But I was just saying, it just, last night, man, I was down. My stomach was, it hurt me all night. I was on the toilet all night. So I couldn't do it, guys. I just felt so bad. Just felt horrible last night, with my stomach. Today, that's not bothered me any, but I've started, kind of getting congested and kind of stopped up sounding. So anyway, guys, pray for me over that. There was I don't know how young he was. I don't know his age, but there was I'm going to guess, younger guy. Of course, I'm 36 and I've got a dirt bike, so that necessarily doesn't mean anything. But anyway, there was a guy got killed on a dirt bike here today. And he's actually a guy that works for me. It's his wife's brother's stepson. She actually texted me a few minutes ago and, said to be praying for them. And I'd heard about it today. So I don't know how old he was, but, regardless of the case, stuff like that's just, it's tragic and it's hard to deal with, so, I don't know their names, but God does, so everybody just pray for those people. Guys, pray for Dad. Like I said, I got to try to make this as quick as I can, but I'm also going to get this stuff out. Dad's knee has been bothering him for a while. Not horrible, but just bothering him a little bit. And then his left knee, and then his ankle and his left foot would start swelling up. And anyway, goes to the doctor first, and of course they look at it first and they say, "Oh, well, you've got a Baker's cyst, I think they called it, and it's pressing up against a nerve or pressing up against something, and that's what's making your foot swell and all that. But we want to send you and have an an MRI to make sure." So he goes and has an MRI done, and it ain't got there's nothing in the same galaxy as a Baker's cyst. He's got two, I think, if I'm remembering right, he's got two meniscus tore, and his ACL is tore. So pray for him, guys, because unless the Lord heals him, he's going to have surgery. And I know he don't want to have to go through a surgery. None of us want him to have to go through a surgery. None of us want to have to go through all what that entails. Talked to a woman the other day that had it done, had the exact same one that he's probably going to have done, or may have to have done. It was in and out. They say it's no big deal now like it used to be. But still, it's, I don't want him to have to go through that. I don't want any of us to have to go through what that's going to entail, is what I'm getting at. We know the Lord can do it. The Lord can do anything. I've seen people get healed before my eyes before. I truly believe the Lord can do this. If you guys have ever prayed for anything for me, pray for that. Pray that the Lord will heal Dad's knee and all that. That way he don't have to have surgery. That would be such a blessing. That would be such a testimony for the Lord's healing powers, if we can see that. So you guys pray for that. So, having said that, guys, let's get on to the important part tonight. Genesis chapter 8, starting in 13, of course. Going to read some of God's Word. That's why we're here. Genesis 8:13. Here we go. And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the month, the waters were dried up from off the earth, and Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. And in the second month, on the 7th and 20th, on the 7th and 20th day of the month, was the earth dried. And God spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou and thy wife, and with thy sons, and thy wives with thee. Bring forth with thee every living thing that is with thee, of all flesh, both of fowl and of cattle, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may breed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful, and multiply upon the earth. And Noah went forth, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him, every beast, every creeping thing, every fowl, and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth after their kinds went forth out of the ark. And Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and took of every clean beast and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And the Lord smelled a sweet savor, and the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth, neither will I again smite any more every living thing as I have done. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. So guys, I think that was 9 verses instead of 10, but that rounds out that chapter. So we'll pick it up tomorrow night, good Lord willing, guys, in the Genesis chapter 9, starting in verse 1. So anyway, guys, as always, like I say, it was good to be here tonight. Sorry I wasn't here last night. Again, guys, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep this computer. It's not a gimme. You know, it's not a here you can have it forever deal. So, you know, if you see me disappear for a few days again, that may be it. But you know, we'll do it. We'll do it as long as we can. So, anyway, guys, thank you all for being here. Keep praying for me, guys. Keep praying for the church. We've been having here in the last little bit, been having better crowds. Better tithes and offerings, thank the Lord, because we were getting behind. We were behind. Well, we still are, but behind on the mortgage, behind on the power bills. I mean, it was coming up weeks where we would have to decide, okay, the mortgage is due, and they're already calling. It's actually past due. We're actually still 2 months behind on it, but, you know, they're calling and threatening to foreclose, or that we've got a cutoff notice on the power bill. Which one do we pay, you know? And, I mean, it's just, you know, that stuff gets frustrating. But we've been we've still been doing it. You know, the Lord's been, you know, he's been giving us what we need. He's not been giving us what we want, but he's been giving us what we need. You know, and that's what we got to look at sometimes. So just keep praying for that, guys. Keep praying for me, my business, and those things, you know. So I do appreciate that from you guys. As always, if you guys need anything, let me know. Guys, good Lord willing, I'll be here tomorrow night. Until I see you guys again, good night, and God bless.